And who would have thought stabbing everyone in the back would lose friends and influence? Well, damning new figures from Harry and Meghan's Archwell charity show the organisation suffered a whopping £8.7 million plunge in donations in the past year, leaving them with a £537,000 loss. Donations fell to just £1.6 million from only 2 individuals over that period. Now, it follows a turbulent year for the Sussexes, who dropped Harry's vitriolic memoir Spare and had their lucrative Spotify podcast deal axed after being slammed as grifters. There was a word before that, but we can't possibly read it out. Meanwhile, today, Harry and Meghan have been sensationally labelled Hollywood's biggest losers by an industry bible following their whiny Netflix documentary. So, Angela Levin, are they now a spent force?
Oh, I think they are, actually. They got it all wrong. They had so much opportunity. They had so many options that they could have done. And they hadn't, because I think Meghan feels that she knows better than anyone in any area how it should be done. And Harry just goes along and follows her. The main aim is to crush the royal family, and certainly King Charles, because she didn't get what she wanted. She felt that she should be listened to first because she was someone who was self-made, whereas Princess Catherine wasn't, and she just got very annoyed with it being old and the demands. But, you know, you can only take a little bit of that. You can have a little wine and then you move on. But, you know, this wine has gone on and on and on, and it's gone very sour. And people now think, you know, for goodness sake, you're in a big house, you've got everything you wanted, and now you're still moaning.
I don't think... I mean, fair enough, by the way. You know, I don't really think Meghan and Harry would care too much about what I have to say, despite the fact that I did end up in their Netflix documentary. I don't like to go on about it twice and it twice. But they probably do care about what the Hollywood Bible says.
Yes.
Right? And that has named them as the biggest losers.
Yes.
And that must cut a bit.
Of course it will. Meghan will be absolutely furious, but it won't be her fault. Neither of them want to admit that it's their fault. It will be someone else's fault. And I think it will be very hard for them to hang on. And in a place like America, once they go off you, once you lose capturing them, you've had it, really. It'll be very, very hard, unless they can get something really big, something imaginary, you know, really sort of something that everybody would really want to see in a surprise.
Yeah, they could. I mean, they could. Like, just do some genuine... The thing is, that just do some genuine good, right? That's what I mean. Like, you know, back a winner in that regard. I mean, it is possible. I think one of the issues is that, for a lot of people, their route back to redemption is like a sob story, right? So they've kind of told their sob story, and that's maybe led to where they are. But we're going to move on now, Angela, because TV presenter Paddy McGuinness reckons that Prince Harry ripped a poster of his grandmother, the Queen.
According to media reports, Meghan Markle was listed as Hollywood's biggest loser of the year by a major entertainment outlet. The title cites a string of misfires: a flopped Spotify deal, fading Netflix buzz, PR backlash, and growing industry skepticism about the Sussexes' brand value. The verdict: glittering potential, squandered by oversaturation, overreach, and underdelivery. From royal to irrelevant, and fast. Insiders claim Meghan was furious about the title, viewing it as a personal attack and an example of the press weaponizing her public persona.
From the wall of an underground London club so that she couldn't watch his debauched party. Listen to this.
I just get a tap on the shoulder, and it's Prince Harry. I turn around and just for a sec, because I'd had a few, and I'm like, it's your man. And he just went, I want to go to Fernando's. Like that. There were all sorts going on. He was ripping my T-shirt off and snogging, like kissing me, and rips photo at Queen off Wallace. I can't have her watching me do this. I was like...
Amazing. Sounds like a good night, that.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, you know that he still feels that his mother is looking down on him, that Diana is looking down on him, and that she is guiding him what to do, and that she's watching him very, very carefully. He does feel that. And the only reason he could do that was he feels the same for the Queen, his grandmother, that she is looking down and she would be shocked by what he was doing. But so he didn't want to see her. In other words, he felt that he was behaving very badly. But it's very childlike, isn't it? You know, I don't want my mummy, I don't want my granny to know what I'm doing. I must hide it. Bizarre.
We liked him more, though, didn't we, when he was behaving a bit like that, or is that wrong of me?
She reportedly believes the label is sexist, cruel, and designed to humiliate, especially in light of their ongoing philanthropic work and production plans. Royal Observer quote, Meghan sees herself as a builder, not a brand flop. This cuts deep because image is everything in California. In a bizarre twist, Meghan and Harry were also honored, named among the top 100 most influential people in America by a U.S. media platform just days earlier. So in 1 week, they're praised as icons and branded as failures. It's the ultimate Hollywood paradox. The same spotlight that elevates can also expose.
No, he was very popular. He was the most popular royal of all time because they liked him because he was naughty and wild and he was fun, and now he's just miserable. He was very funny. I mean, I spent, 15 months with him and he was a great sense of humour. But now all that's gone and he's just arguing and
full of energy, wasn't he? Full of energy. And finally, Angela, as well, Netflix has released a new trailer for The Crown that features Kate Middleton's infamous university catwalk appearance that saw her strut her stuff in a see-through dress. So this is the original real-life picture. Good grief. Good grief. This is the original real-life picture of the now Princess of Wales on the occasion in 2002 that she is said to have first caught the eye of Prince William. Well, and everybody else, I imagine. And this is the Crown's dramatic reenactment. What do you make of that?
Well, it's very sexy, isn't it? And she does walk with a great vigour and come on, anybody who wants me, sort of look. And
was that the moment, do you think? Was that the moment that she... I don't want to say snared William, because that sounds like bad for Kate, doesn't it? But...
Brutally. Congratulations on your award and your downfall. Please collect both at the back. The Sussexes are caught in a curious split, adored by their base, ridiculed by critics, and increasingly doubted by Hollywood insiders. The Oprah bump has faded. The Spotify breakup left a mark. Netflix is reportedly growing cold. And now, with mainstream media turning the spotlight from admiration to irony, the question becomes, is Meghan overexposed or unfairly targeted?
Did she,
No, but she looked very attractive and he was obviously taken with her. But I don't think it was just that, because before that they'd had rooms just very close to each other.
Right.
And they'd had very long conversations and they'd walk round the gardens. So they could actually get on as in chatting and all that sort of
so
thing.
it was...
This is
nothing
the cherry
to do
on
with
the
it,
top.
Angela. Absolutely,
This is the cherry on the top.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely nothing to do with the see-through dress, nothing like that. Angela, look, thank you very, very much. The wonderful Angela Levitt. Now, an Archwell spokesperson has said it is not unusual for high-profile foundations to receive an influx of funding in the first year. It is fiscally responsible not to continue raising large sums of money with millions still in reserve. So that is that, as they say.
From being crowned influential to mocked as Hollywood's biggest loser, Meghan Markle's American chapter remains unpredictable, volatile, and headline gold. But one thing is certain, love her or loathe her, she keeps the cameras rolling. This was The Crown Unfiltered. Subscribe, like, and let us know in the comments. Is Meghan being dragged unfairly, or are the critics finally catching up?